Hello my fellow traders, and welcome to a little video where I'll just show you the setups I am right now in, which trades I actually have. One of you asked me which trades were actually active, and right now I have 4 trades that are all in nice profit. So let's have a look at them one by one. First of all, we have the Aussie Swiss here. And that is actually, I think, the newest trade of them. As you can see here, we're in the downtrend. It is finding some support up here. We can see that on a daily chart. Let's just have a quick look here. You can see here, structure, support resistance here, here. And it has a history of respecting these areas quite well. Here it broke down. Along with the oil, of course, but then it came right up, and right now I had not much problem taking a trade here if the right setup occurred. So as you can see here, I'll show you the details in a second, but right now if this one keeps going down here to the target, the structure low here, we'll have about a 4-to-1 trade here. So let's just say that this was the only winner we would have on these 4 setups. Then this one would actually pay for all of the other trades being losers and even give us a little profit. But let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame, which is here. I'll show you what I was. I'll show you what I was looking for here. As you can see, we had the top here. We came down, broke this low here. Then we came back up and started to go down. And I timed it from the 1-hour time frame. As you can see here, it went down, made a new lower low, new lower high, and then started to turn down. And I took it here when it broke that pin bar or that spinning top here. And right now it is in a decent profit. But I'll just lower my stop loss right now. It is up here. But as soon as, I hope, we get a bit further down here, I will move my stop down first to this top, and then if the market keeps giving me what I hope, like this, I'll just move my stop down here and further down here, just following the structure. That of course means that I at some point will be sitting at a profit where it then breaks up through my stop loss and I'll miss some of the profit I had, but that is how trend following works. All right, the next setup is the CAD Swiss here, and taking a look at the daily time frame. As you can see, was in a nice uptrend here. Sorry, this is a weekly, of course. And then we started to tip over, and I would say that we are definitely in a place where we're looking at some bear trends here, some short trends. Looking at the daily time frame here, you can see that we had a top here that was rejected here. Then we find some support here and here. But right now, it is as if it is starting to make a new lower high here. We had this area that is an area from the weekly chart where a lot of volume has happened. So when it started to show some resistance at this area, I took it here. It was not a completely clean setup, but it was okay. And as you can see here, it went up here. Then it went down, and this break of structure is not so clear here. Let me just delete this one. I'll show you on the 1-hour time frame why I took the trade. As you can see here, we had this uptrend going on here. Then it was speeding up. Then it was slowing a bit down, slowing some more down. And this is some of the things I'm looking for here when we see this acceleration of the trend, and then slower and slower and slower, and then we go down and we break some structure here. Again, it was not a completely clean setup. I could have waited here. This was actually okay, but I could have waited. I think I wrote out in the group here and say, all right, if we get somewhere back to the area of this structure, this is the one I deleted here. If we get back in somewhere into this area and it starts to show some real strength to the downside, we could take it here. I took it up here, a bit more risky, but I could get in at a better stop loss. And right now we are moving down. If we hit the target somewhere, I'll not necessarily take it off here if the trend is strong down into this area, then I might move my profit target a bit. But right now, if we take it off down here, it is at around 2.3 R in profit. So very nice little trade as well. The third trade we have is Euro Aussie. And that one have been waiting a bit to really come through, but as you can see here, the uptrend is quite significant, and we have this structure low here. I'll show you on the daily chart in a second. So when we came back into this area, I knew I would be looking for some long trades if it seemed like that area was to be held and respected. And as you can see here, it came down, came up violently here, came down into this area that was well respected. We had a good green day here, and looking at the 4-hour time frame here, you can see that it came up right here. We can actually see kind of a double bottom here. Then it came up. It didn't have a huge retracement, but it went sideways for a little while. And looking at the chart here, you can see that it went up, then it went down, and we actually had a retracement straight into this area. Let me just do it like this, into this area. You could have taken it here, you could have taken it here. I went long, I think it was at this bar here. No, it hadn't been, that was in the middle of the night. Then I went long over here. Sometimes I can't even recall it. Right now it is at a nice little profit, and if it hits its target up here, it is only a 1.25, but I have a feeling that with the move we saw earlier on, let's have a look here, if we could get up to around this area up here, we could have easily a 3R, but less will be okay, and if it starts to turn around, I'll just take it off if we are close to this a resistance area up here. All right, last trade, let's just make it back here. Last trade is right now the best of them actually, and that is the euro dollar. I wrote about it the other day as well. On the weekly chart, you can see that the euro dollar was finding some support here. Now, when we are short in the euro dollar, I should say that it is also partially because of some fundamental considerations, because that I think the when we're looking at the 10-year yield in the United States on the bonds, it is starting to move upwards, and that will drag the dollar with it upwards, meaning that the euro dollar, everything else equals, will start to be pushed down. So this was something where you could think an uptrend had started in the euro dollar here. That would be normal, and I can't say that it won't turn around. But if we are looking at the daily chart, you can see here why I took this. What I was looking at was this area here, here, and then here, where we got this pin bar. And I am going to make some videos shortly about these different candlesticks I'm looking at. But a pin bar like this is very significant. And then when we had a red day after that as well. Oh, sorry. Let's just have a grab this one. When we had this red day coming in here, I knew that I simply had to take a short. Also because if it were to go down to test this area here again, it would be an amazing 7.2 R, meaning that when I'm risking 1% on each trade here, I would be making, if this one went down and hit its target down here, I would be making more than 7% on my account on this one trade. So looking at the 4-hourly time frame here, you can see we had the pin bar up here. And what I did was that I took it from an hourly time frame. You could have waited. You could have taken it here when we had some lower highs. You could have taken it somewhere here. You could also have waited, which is actually the, you could say the quote-unquote real strategy if you follow the rules completely. We should have gone down here, and then we would have some sort of area here. That was this former bottom, and when we went up here again, which we did on the hourly time frame here, as you can see, sorry, that was a 4-hour. like that. You can see we had several reasons where we could, or places we could go in. The reason why I took it here was actually this little retracement into this 1 hour time frame support here. When it went in here and turned around, I took it here. Then it went against me and actually almost went up to my stop loss here. But when it went, then it went down. You could have taken it by break of structure here, or you could have waited till it got up here into the area again. There were several places where you could have taken it, and I have moved my stop loss down. This blue line is about where my stop loss is. This line here. So I'll just move that gradually down when the euro dollar hopefully keeps dumping real hard right now. So let's see how it goes right now. It is just wobbling a bit around the 4 positions. I am in something of on my entire account, I am at just above 3% in overall profit here, meaning about 3R altogether on these 4 trades. But let's say they all went my way. We would have around 7R on this one. We would have approximately, let's see, 1.5R on this one. We would have 2 point something, 3R here, and we would have, let's just have a quick look here. Let's see where it is. About 4R here. So if everything goes my way, these 4 positions could yield me somewhere between 10 and 15% interest. Now they probably won't, and they won't hit their target, all of them. But I hope you can see that if just one of them, at least one of the 3 that gives some decent R profit, if just one of them performs well, then we are pretty much off the hook, even though the 3 others should end in a loss. So also, the trades I've closed so far, when I have been documenting it on the Facebook side and the videos, we are in a small win. I think it is on 0.3R on the first 5 trades. So that is not amazing, but it's simply just a numbers game. And if I can have a period of time where things goes a bit against me, and some of the positions I enter, they turn around and go against me pretty much instantly. Well, if I can go through a period like that and only be around break even, maybe in a small loss, and then I can wait for times where the trades really go in my direction, and then I can cash in 5, 10, 15%, sometimes within a week or 2, and then go through a period again of some trouble where market is again a bit against me. Well, then I can have quite a decent living just out of these Forex trades. So I hope that makes sense. To those of you from Denmark, as I said, I am setting up some live course and online training in Danish as well. We're just talking to our sponsors about that. So I hope that will be up and running within a month or so. So that's about it for now. Take care of yourself and your money out there, and I'll talk to you again shortly. Bye.